And welcome everyone to the Circle Debate, Wrestling Delorean, Cage My IQ, and the Wrestling Index New Japan Podcast show, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. The host is Stevie's when I'm seeing my other host, mi familia, my family is here, my other host. We're going to introduce, of course, Mr. DeLorean himself, and that is Mike De Niro, Wrestling Delorean Circle Debate.
What's up, man? A lot of big shit coming from the Wrestling Delorean and Circle Debate last couple of days. Team No Sleep is here.
Team No Sleep is here, yes. And that's indeed for sure. And of course, I have my brother, the real TK, not the other fucking TK. Hell no. I preach to this man right here.
Most definitely.
I love this man so much. If we were in person, I will kiss him.
Oh, I love it. Kiss me, baby. Kiss me, baby. Give me like Gable and Otis. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
But instead, all we could do from here is just scissor each other.
Scissor me, daddy. Scissor. That is right.
What's up, boys? Yo, you two, I tell you in messages all the time, but damn, you guys are fucking killing it. Crazy. Great interviews, great daily shows, great breakdowns, great nostalgic breakdowns. The Circle of Debate channel with the Wrestling DeLorean. Check it the fuck out because these boys are motherfucking, what I like to say, putting out banger after banger after banger. Let's go.
I appreciate that, but as much as I appreciate that, I gotta say, Floor Slapper Sports and the Wrestling Index is also putting out banger after banger after banger because you are a very hard worker and you putting out great content, man. And I love working with you every time. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely,
thank you.
Man. Hell yeah!
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
From pro wrestling to football, man, anything, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out floorslappers.com. Make sure you subscribe to the Wrestling Index Podcast. A banger of podcasting.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Love you, man.
Love you, man. And we're here to speak about New Japan with the update of the first round of the bracket of the Television Championship Tournament, of course. Started from last Friday until the 16th, which was 2 days ago. And we still have two more. You see, yeah, Bakley was wrong. You see, it was on the 26th. Where are you, Bakley?
I thought so.
Ah, you were on point, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, so we still got Ishii and Narita, and then we got Great O'Khan and Toriano. So I am looking forward to that. But before we even get into that, I want you to speak about it too, because I know you saw it. De Niro and I haven't had the opportunity yet, but I don't care. I'm here for the banger podcast. Let the people know and give them what they want. Give us your thoughts of Royal Quest Night 1 and 2. And now that it's up on New Japan World, but man, talk about it, brother, man. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Talk to me, baby.
Yo, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching it. If you want to go over to cheap plug, floorslipersports.com, my boy Brett, he was on the show last week. He does a top 10 matches every week, puts it on the website. A couple matches from this show made his top 10 list, including the match of the week, the match that I've been yearning for, the match that you guys have been yearning for. I know Bakley's wanted it. 2 weeks we had to wait. 2 fucking weeks. Did it live up to expectations? I think so. Brett only gave it 4. I think it was 4.5 only stars. I would have given it a 5-star match. It was a banger. FTR, Aussie Open. They beat the fuck out of each other. First of all, if you know me, you know me. Dump Truck Davis. Fucking his ass, dude, is fucking incredible. That's what I call him nowadays. Dump Truck Davis, dude, of Aussie Open, man. But him and fucking Dax, you want to talk about two men, dude. They're out there just slapping each other. Boom, boom. Their chests are fucking bleeding like Gunther's throwing chops at him, dude. Dax is bleeding like 4 minutes into the match just from his chest. Fucking Davis starts bleeding from his chest. The back and forth stuff was amazing. Great O'Khan on the outside added an extra element. Didn't get involved, but like his like fucking reactions and stuff. So many close pins, so many double team moves. The fucking Aussie Open hit the big rig at one point during the match, dude. Ends with FTR hitting the big rig. Fuck, dude. That was awesome. They were also involved in a 10-man tag the night before with United Empire partners and FTR at different partners. Yo, it banged, dude. It banged. The match definitely lived up to expectations. I'm glad it took 2 weeks. I'm glad I finally got to watch it, though.
Man, I can't wait to watch that shit. I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow, but just with that explanation and that review of it, like now I got really high expectations because like already just like the anticipation for the 2 weeks was really high, but now it's like, damn, I really got to see this.
It was good.
So this was a Ned Flanders song. Tell me this was Ned Flanders. Tell me it was. Yes, it was. That means yes.
Yes.
I gotta watch it. But now, what do you grade this? Give us your grade, TK, from night 1 and night 2. What are you grading?
Yeah, I think overall it was like an 8 out of 10. I think if I got to see it like live, it probably would have been better. If I got to see that Aussie Open FTR match live, it would have been fucking, I don't know, probably like a 9 out of 10. That match itself was a 5 out of 5 for me. You know, I know there were other good matches. Naito and ZSJ was good. Ishii had a good match with fucking I always fuck up his name. Suji, I think his name was. They had Yota Suji, he a bigger guy. They had a good match too. Ishii can't do no wrong though. Like I go wrestle Ishii and fucking we're gonna put on a fucking 4.5 star match. You know what I mean? Like he's that good. But overall, it was a fucking fun show, dude. I enjoyed it. So I had I got the 2 TV set up. Football's king always. I had the football on, and I got I got this show on the other TV. And let me tell you, when the FTR Aussie Open match came on, my eyes did not leave that TV. Like you couldn't get my eyes to go to football. It was just fucking straight on. Like my phone went down, dude, for like 25 minutes, and it was just them telling a story to me, and it was beautiful.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome, especially, you know, football season's intense already. So if it could take you away from football, then for sure, then it's a banger.
Oh, it's a banger after banger after banger. That is right. Man, I'm glad, man. And that's right, Jim. You haven't caught it yet. Subscribe to NewJapanWorld.com. Oh, yeah. And of course, man, even though we should be fucking getting sponsored by this New Japan, fuck. Rocky Romero, asshole. You should fucking get us off.
There goes the sponsorship.
Is it right? There goes. I don't get. Nah, he loves me. I love you, Rocky. I was cheering for you on Sunday at New Japan Strong. Coming soon, the vlog will be up, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be catching that vlog for that New Japan showdown that happened this past Sunday. That I was there with the missus. It was all fantastic. I don't want to spoil it, but man, I can tell you that Minoru went over. So I can tell. But you have to watch the vlog. It'll be coming up soon. It'll be up.
Did you get to sing?
Oh yes, you can hear me in the background.
Yeah, good. I look forward. That's
hard
the
not
best
to,
part, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man, even my wife was like, "What is that song?" Oh, you don't even know, babe. You don't even know.
Yep.
You gotta hear it. I told her.
Yep.
She heard everybody. Yep, that's all.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. That's right. Let's get into it, man. We got to get into the first round of the television bracket. So let's get into the first matchup for night 1 on New Japan Battle Bottom. And of course, night 1 here. And that is David Finlay versus Kanemaru. And there you have it. So I'm going to go ahead and, of course, break it down for me, De Niro. Then we'll take it to my brother TK. Give us your thoughts on this first matchup of this TV tournament. Of course, the winner was David Finlay, but it was for me. I'll save mine for last, but take it away, Daniel.
For the first matchup of the tournament, I thought that this was a great matchup, and I feel like the more I see Finlay, the more confidence I see in him every single time he steps into that ring, especially after his amazing run in the G1. The match he had at a couple weeks ago with Will Ospreay was amazing, and I feel like he's riding that momentum. And I could see Finlay taking this all the way and winning the whole tournament because right now he is putting on, no pun intended, but a bunch of bangers. And this was no different. He had a really good matchup. These matchups are shorter than what New Japan usually has for their time limits. They're 15-minute time limits, and I feel like they packed a lot in that 15 minutes. And I really did enjoy this as an opening matchup. Dave Finlay winning was awesome. It's funny not to go too much on like a tangent here and go like totally off rails here.
Well, go ahead, man. Doesn't matter, man.
Rip away, baby. Rip away.
So yesterday for the Wrestling Delorean Podcast, right, I was talking about WCW Nitro from October 27th, 1997. And on that night, they had Fit Finlay versus Chris Benoit. And it was just fucking, just beautiful wrestling violence, as the Blackpool Combat Crew would like to say. And I saw a lot of David Finlay. The reverse. I saw a lot of Fit Finlay in David Finlay, especially seeing a Fit Finlay match just literally 24 hours ago. So I think that it's really cool how he could channel his father's energy, but still have his own style. And like I said, this matchup was good, but I could see him taking it all the way. I love the confidence he has right now.
Oh, dude, Yes, De Niro. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. I don't really need to speak anymore. I could probably just pass it right to Ivan. But bro, I said it when I saw the bracket. You know, you're trying to push younger talent is the agenda. They didn't quite do that in a match we're going to talk about shortly, and I'll fucking rant and rave about that when we get there.
They didn't really do that with. Yeah, they didn't really do that with most of the people in this tournament.
Right. And we'll talk about that shortly. But this match, I mean, I said it. David Finley's going to win this tournament. Right when I seen the bracket, I said Finley, Kenta in the finals. That's the way to go. And you, again, everything you just said is fucking spot on. Finley is getting this confidence that he didn't have before. I thought Finley was just like a regular Mojo Schmo fucking years ago, dude. He has really built his body up. He's built his moveset up. He's built his character up. And he's made me invested in him. The whole thing in the G1 with stealing the United States title, having banger matches with Juice and Ospreay, fucking he grew on me tenfold during that tournament. I think he's going to win this tournament. Kanemaru's great. This was a very good match. But yeah, everything you said about Finley is fucking spot on, bro.
Cool, thank you. But most definitely, I couldn't agree more. Like, he right now has a new sense of confidence, and like I just thought, like you know, I wasn't a big fan of him. I thought he was cool, but like when even a part of like Finn Juice, like I thought that like he was cool. I didn't really think that he was anything too special. But now, like I'm seeing, like he's a very special athlete. And
didn't you just think he was like a number 2 to Juice always? Like he was like,
oh yeah, of course, yeah. Juice was the guy. Yeah, he was the man. And now it's like it's neck and neck because Juice is doing great things, but Finley's killing it.
Yeah, very equal now for sure.
Oh no, totally. I agree. Both of you guys said. I mean, there's nothing I could much add to it. You know, it that's the first thing I thought. You called it TK. I'm like, okay, I think Finley might. You know, ever since he resigned, they gotta give him something in return, because mind you, he was a free agent. He was about to leave, but he decided to stay. So this could be his return. You know, we all thought he was going to win the IWGP US title, but that didn't happen. That was a banger of a match, him and Will Ospreay. But this, I can see, you know what? I can see you, see Kenta and Finley in the finals. I could see that. But this match for me was great. One thing I keep saying it to the G1, Kanemaru is an underrated star. Like this match that he had against Finley, he showed him what he got. And
yeah,
it surprises me to see Kanemaru to do those type of innovative moves, because you know, we're all used to seeing him being the one get pinned, the one gets dropped out the majority of time when it's a 6-man, 8-man, 10-man. But seeing Kanemaru like this is a G1, I really got invested in him, and I'm happy for him to, I'm really happy for him to, seeing him and his solo career, and hopefully we can see more of him. Even though, he's part of the House of Torture, but it is what it is. But other than that, I really enjoyed this match. I was happy with it. Finley, awesome. I can't wait to see who he faces in the next round, which we'll get into that. But man, let's get on to the second match here, which I'll take it easy, because I know you had some digression over here in regards to this matchup, my brother. So we got Alex Zane versus Zack Sabre Jr. The first round. And this, mind you, just to remind everybody, to our audiences, so the rules of this TV championship tournament is if you go after the 15-minute time limit, there's a coin toss. And so this could tell you that it was a very close by 3 fucking seconds. I was like, oh shit! I was even like sweating bullets. No fucking way they gotta do this. But man, the floor is yours, TK. Take it away, my brother.
So the coin toss thing is super interesting. Like, I've never seen a match decided on a coin toss, and there will be a match in this tournament decided on a coin toss, and I look forward to it. It's kind of fucked up, but at the same time, it's cool. I kind of look forward to it. This match is not the match I'm going to digress about. I will get there, though. Trust me. This match, I love Alex Zane. He's a great competitor. He's a great wrestler. I've met him. I've seen him live at a bunch of Warrior Wrestling shows. I think he's fantastic. Do I think he should have beat Zack Sabre Jr.? Hell no. Do I think Zack Sabre Jr. should be in this tournament? Hell no, dude. Like Zack Sabre Jr. is saying, this belt is going to be the belt that he's going to make meaningful, which to me means that he might beat Finley and fucking win this thing, because he, in my opinion, is by far and away the biggest star in this tournament, and he doesn't need to be in it. Like, he doesn't need to be in it. So maybe him and Finley wrestle. That's, you know what? Fuck it. I'm calling it right now. That's what's going to happen. When Finley and ZSJ wrestle next week or whenever they wrestle, that's going to come down to the coin flip. Neither one will win. Finley's going to win. That's how ZSJ will lose in this tournament. Because, quite frankly, he doesn't need to be in it. But you're right. The way it went down with the 3 seconds made my boy Alex Zane look good, actually, in defeat. Zach is Zach. He put over a younger talent. And coin flip against Finley, calling it now.
I like that.
I like that. That's a good call.
I just have a question. Do you guys think it's going to be a shoot coin flip, or is it going to be like a worked coin flip? Because
worked for sure.
Because that'd be crazy if it's a shoot coin flip. Like, hey,
that
whatever, you know what I mean? We're gonna go with whatever this coin says.
I think it'll be like Finley's head on both sides. So they'll flip it and be like, oh, this is Finley. We're all good.
Because it's a little risky to do a shoot coin flip.
Yeah.
But,
oh God, yeah.
Shout out to Justin, of course, man. The real IQ right there,
homie.
Man.
What up, Justin? My man.
That's right. Well, yeah, go ahead, Dino. Take it away.
This matchup was another really good matchup, and I thought because they were really trying to bring home the whole coin flip concept and that there's only 15 minutes, I thought that right away we were going to see an example of that because it was getting really close, like right to the wire. So, like, think about how good these two are to actually pull that off because any mishap, 3 seconds go by like this. Any mishap, you're hitting that time limit. So I think that it was really cool that they were able to pull it off where it was just 3 seconds to spare. And I love that Zack Sabre Jr. just got the tap out right at that 3 second mark because it was like, I was thinking at this point, I was like, all right, you hear the ring announcer going crazy with the time limit in the background in Japanese. So I'm like, all right, yeah, they're definitely going time limit. And then when I saw it didn't, I was like, oh shit, like Zayn just tapped out. Really cool ending. Alex Zane is a fucking star, man. Like everywhere he goes, Impact, even his time in WWE, GCW, every time I see him, he's a fucking star. And I love that he's here in New Japan. And I hope he does more in Japan because I think that he's going to be a big talent like in years to come. But I feel like him and Zack Sabre Jr., their styles meshed really well. A lot of good chemistry between them.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I fucking agree, man. This is like, it just seemed before even the match, just seeing Zack Sabre just, I like his sense of humor, even though it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
But, in the beginning, he started, speaking Japanese, and he told the fucking camera, "Get the fuck out of here! I'm trying to get ready for my match." He's bollocks, and like, I'm fucking I love it. But man, Alex Zane is another one who, for me, is I wouldn't say it's too much underrated, but it doesn't give much credit where it needs to be. And I feel this match, it delivered, and the way how he just started off by just suicide dive on Zack Sabre, just started the whole match that way. I was like, shit, he was really getting into this motherfucker. I was really surprised that he was really getting involved and really pounding on Zack Sabre, which I didn't expect that. And I swear, you know what? I do question that too, man. If it's a shoot or is it a work? Imagine if it's not a work and it's a shoot. I will.
That's what I'm saying. That's risky as fuck.
Hey, that's the point of a tournament, right? I mean, and that's the rules. But if they actually go forward of doing a shoot fucking coin flip toss, I will be in shock.
I would like to see a coin flip in the finals. Like that would be really insane.
Oh my god, that would be fucking. Yo, that would be the perfect way to fuck Kenta, dude. Can he get fucked any worse? Like that is the way to fuck Kenta, dude. Like a coin flip, like he'd be like, again.
I think he would like hit the GTS on whoever flips the coin. That would be insane.
Oh man, that'd be fucking insane, dude. But shout out to Alex Zane for another great, fantastic match. I'm hoping we can see him more often, in Japan. And you never know. I mean, we might see him maybe in the World Tag League. But the question: who should be his partner? I mean, that's the biggest question.
Alex Zane is a star, like I said. He was, I think, a couple months ago. I said that if Ring of Honor was to get off the ground and have their own show, like that's a guy I would love to see in Ring of Honor. He had that matchup with Shane Strickland at the first Ring of Honor show that Tony Khan was booking.
Yes, dude.
He fit really well with that. And if he is in the World Tag League, I would like to see Alex Zane team up with Blake Christian. Like,
dude, fuck yeah, bro.
That would be a great team.
Words out of my mouth. They wrestled as a tag team with Nathan Frazier on the or whatever Carter, I think his name was, on the fucking indies all over the place. I'm sure you saw it in GCW, dude.
Yes,
Blake Christian is the fucking guy,
I love Blake
dude.
Christian.
That's my fucking guy, dude. I was just gonna say, God damn it, man.
We're right here, bro.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna put him in a tag team with anyone, do it with Blake Christian.
That'll be fire.
My God, sign me up. Let's go.
Oh,
let's fucking go.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Hell yeah, that'll be a hell of a banger tag team in that fucking tournament. Oh my God,
hell yeah, man.
Picture it. Fucking hey, dude. Oh, you just got me excited enough. Fuck, damn it. All right, let's get into night 2 now, man. Night 2. Now we get this matchup right here. Of course, Aaron Henare versus Evil. And of course, Evil with the upset. Not even an upset. Fucking heel moves always coming in. Fucking Togo always getting involved.
Dick to go.
Dick to go. But, I'll digress quickly on this one. What I really enjoyed about this one was fucking hard hitting. I was happy to fucking see Henare getting his innovative moves. That motherfucker, you want to talk about who has that corner knee hit? Damn, I think Henare is the one most dangerous out of. I don't want to mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Of course, he's your native from your Chi-town, TK.
CM Punk. My wife's at home and she'd kill me for yelling, but CM Punk.
There you go. And then a fucking chair shot, bro. That's what sold me. And seeing Evil's fucking face, look at this shit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was an awesome moment.
Great image, Ivan. Great image, bro.
Oh, Evil's fucking face. I was just like, oh, no fucking way. And just see her like, fuck you, asshole. Like, oh, man. I wish Henare would have won this fucking matchup. I wanted Henare to win. I really wanted Henare to win. But it fucking made, man. So I was just son of a bitch, man. I was in a bad bakery on this one, too. I think I don't know who he chose, but if he comes on, I'm gonna talk to him and see who he chose. But man, I enjoyed it. Great for Henare. Sucks though for Henare because I wanted him to fucking advance. He's okay. We're talking about future stars. You mentioned TK. That's one of them. He could have been at least the one in this towards the semis or the finals. He needs a fucking belt, especially everybody in the United Empire has a fucking championship. What the fuck? What about him? And Cobb, and we're saying Cobb and Great O'Con, they'll get it for the heavyweight tag team titles. But what about him being a singles competitor? So I think he would have been a perfect fit for him to win this TV title. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I'll take it back to you, TK. Give us your thoughts on this one.
All right. So you want to talk about? This is the one.
Oh, this is the one.
This is the one. Yo, so listen. This match was fucking fire. All right. I love the chair shot. I love the moves set by Henare. I love that he got them all in. I loved how the lights went dark and Henare was on the ground holding his balls, dude. Like, it told the story that it was supposed to tell. But at the end of the fucking day, there's no, and I mean no goddamn reason that Evil should have won this fucking match, dude. Why? Why the fuck did Evil win this match? Tell me why. Give me one good motherfucking reason why Evil should have won this match. Like, I'm looking at the bracket, and like I'm not seeing shit. Like, we're on the third match. I mean, so Evil can wrestle Sonata? Is that what it is? Or no, not even, because no, the Yoshihashi. He's getting the fucking Yoshihashi. Like, it makes no fucking sense. If you were setting up Evil versus Sonata in the second round to play off of their partnership, all right, fuck it, cool. But Evil and Yoshihashi are set up? Fuck off. You're on a fucking tournament for elevating younger talent. What are you? Where? Hanare's the guy. If Finley ain't the guy winning it, it should be fucking Henare. What Henare did in the match with Tanahashi alone in the G1, and then when he continued to do throughout the G1 into this match, come on, man. Who's booking this shit? Evil again? Henare should have won. It should have been Henare. That's it. The match is good though.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I was going to rant on this one too, but I
don't
have to. What up, Kenny?
What up, Kenny? That's right. See, facts. There you go. Yes.
My bad.
Well,
my bad.
well,
You're on.
no.
We're right here, bro. We're right here.
Yes.
Hell yes.
But basically, I wrote that down too in my notes. I was like, if this is a tournament to elevate young talent, then why is the older guard, especially someone who's not really that over, I feel lately, Evil has been just lost in the shuffle. The whole House of Torture has just been lost in the shuffle. They're like the fucking, NWOB team of the Bullet Club. And it's like you have Evil beat Hanare, who I felt like came out of the G1 with a lot of momentum. Even the G1 episodes, Ivan, you would remember every single time Hanare had a match, I said, every time I see this guy, I like him more and more. He's growing on me more and more. He fucking beats Tanahashi, but he can't beat Evil. I don't know, man. For real.
It pissed me off too. I was just like, they dropped the ball on that. Gato, you fucked up. You should have. Gato, this is why you need to fucking. You're becoming like Vince little by little, motherfucker. You gotta take it. You know what? Find someone else to book that shit. Damn it. No, because we don't need another Vince for New Japan. No, we're already getting it now, giving Okada the briefcase, which shouldn't be him. It should have been Will Ospreay, but that's another story. That's another debate for another fucking time.
If Okada was in this tournament, he'd be champion.
Oh fuck! God.
Gato would put Okada. Okada would win all this in one night too. He would just run through the whole, spectrum of wrestlers.
If that was the case, this would have been me.
Fuck!
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one for sure.
Oh man! And then also now we move on to that main event for night 2, and that is of course Yoshihashi versus Jeff Cobb. And I'll digress on this one. I did enjoy the storytelling in the ring. Reason why? Because if you notice, Hashi was really aiming for those knees. And prior to that, Cobb was selling the knee injury that he had, I think, prior before. I forgot what match that he had that I think we covered. I just have to go back. There's so much shit that we look at. But yes, there was a moment that, Cobb's knee was hurting, especially did that backflip moonsault, standing moonsault, and his knee was fucking up, and then from there it was just, oh man, and just seeing Yoshihashi taking advantage of that. I thought for a moment Yoshi was gonna go for his finisher. I'm like, no way, you're gonna pick him up. There was no way, because there was a moment, but then he ended up hitting him and got the win. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I mean, I'm happy for Yoshihashi. This is another one that deserves to get at least some type of recognition as well. I mean, it's about time that he gets it too. He proved himself in the G1. We praised him in the whole G1. It's Yoshihashi, with especially those damn chops, man. Those chops I would never want to take. I mean, this is a good question for y'all. Gunther's or Yoshihashi's chops. So,
well, I'd still take a Yoshihashi chop way before a Gunther chop. Gunther's going to make my heart stop.
I'll take 10 Yoshihashi's chops before I take one Gunther chop all day, dude. No way.
Let me put things in perspective, right? So when I started at the House of Glory Wrestling School, the first day they try to give you initiation. So you have to stand in the corner and all the students line up and they give you 3 chops each, right? Mm-hmm. They put a bucket there because they said it's for when you throw up, not if you throw up, but when you throw up. And I had to stand there and take chops from the whole fucking class. My chest was fucking bleeding. I would rather go through that again before I take one chop from Gunther. All right, let's put that into perspective. I take that all over again way before a Gunther fucking chop.
That's a hell of an initiation right there. Yeah, dude. One. Oh my god. And these guys hit hard. True story. I was at a Schaumburg. It was at Schaumburg Flyer Stadium. AEW was doing a charity softball event, and a fan asked QT Marshall to chop him, and he's like, no. And he's like, yo, I'll pay you. And he's like, I'm not taking your money, but fuck it, I'll do it, dude. So fan takes his shirt off. You could hear the shit around the stadium, bro. It was cringy. It cringes me. And this is QT Marshall. He ain't huge. He's a bigger guy, but damn, dude. These guys hit.
Nah, yeah. I feel like that's got to be that's on the contract of New Japan stars is you must hit hard and hit real. No work in your chops. Smack the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Because everybody in New Japan, that strong style, it's a different animal in New Japan.
Oh man, when I was there at Strong, Jesus,
From the video you showed me, that shit sounded like gunshots, man.
Oh, yeah. Just to chop that El Fantasmo and Masca Dorada, which was Grand Metalik.
Yeah.
You'll see in the vlog. Spoiler alert, but you'll see in the vlog. You'll see in the vlog.
Can't wait.
Oh, you'll see. Oh, man. But Dinero, go ahead. You were speaking about this match. Take it away on this one, and then the TK right here. So go ahead, take it away, Dinero.
I really like this matchup, and I love the finish. Like you said, I thought he was gonna go for, what was it called? Made in Japan. I thought he was gonna go for the Made in Japan as well, but then he like modified it into a pin. I thought if he was gonna be able to get Jeff Cobb up, that would have been really dangerous to try to do that move and drop him on his head. But Yoshihashi been around for a long time. But I like the fact that he won this matchup just because Yoshihashi's been around for a long time, but he never was really given an opportunity to run as a single star. So I think that it's cool to put a new face like him in a spot like this and have him beat someone like Jeff Cobb. This also tells me that Jeff Cobb is probably going to continue to go after FTR with Great Khan and go into the World Tag League. So I didn't expect Jeff Cobb to go far in this tournament. But just because of all the shit that we were talking about with Yoshihashi during the G1 and him always being like the bridesmaid, never the bride, I think that this is really cool that he got this victory. I don't foresee him winning the whole thing, but like at least have a good run in this tournament.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro. I'm with you 110%. I thought the storytelling was good. They just had this banger of a tag match not long ago. These two teams have had, beef and drama, added Kodo and Great O'Connor. Yoshihashi getting the win is cool. We used to do a show called The Main Line like 3 years ago. Me, Bakley, and our buddy Gary. And my buddy just hated Yoshihashi like to the fucking guild. He just hated Yoshihashi. Like every episode, like he's not even a swear, but like every episode is like fuck Yoshihashi. I'm like, damn, Gary, it's like that, huh? But I didn't mind him back then, and I don't mind. I think he's gotten tenfold better over the past 3 years. So I was happy he got the win here. You want to talk about someone who could and should win the tournament, and it would be cool. Yoshihashi, if he won, I'd have no problem with it. It's like I always thought like he hasn't won the never singles title yet. I thought that would the never openweight title. I thought that would be his first belt. I'm surprised he hasn't won it yet. Yeah. Maybe it's this tournament. Maybe it's not Finley, because Finley is still kind of under Yoshihashi as far as the storytelling that they've told. Yoshihashi hasn't seen a belt yet. Maybe ZSJ beats Yoshihashi, and Yoshihashi and ZSJ get to do the coin flip, because I think I'm gonna say it right now. Zack Sabre Jr. will not lose in this tournament unless it's to that coin. I am going with that, and I'm sticking with it. But I'm glad Yoshihashi won this match, and it'll be him or Finley coming out of this side of the bracket for sure. But I would expect stupid fucking Evil to win, and then Finley will beat that stupid fuck it to get to the finals. So that's my thought.
God, I hope it does not happen, because then I will be fucking pissed. I'll be fucking pissed off.
Oh, you motherfuckers. You think you can do this to me?
That's how it would be to Gato. You're like, no, you can't do that. No, not to this tournament. So, man. Look who's in the house. The man with the IQs that I wish is Gato can, tell him not to book Evo to win this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Bakley's in the house. That's right.
It took me 10 minutes to get in here.
Oh.
10 minutes? Why?
My internet.
I was going to say, did we miss that you were in the room? Like,
No.
I was going to say, did Ivan just leave you back there?
Well, he did mention Evil, so turn off the lights and come back on, and I'm laying down on the floor,
holding your balls and shit.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about.
Glad you made it, bro.
Glad you made it, brother.
This was one of my favorite matches of the tournament so far. Was this one just the mind game between both guys going back and forth? Yoshihashi got him at the end because he kind of set a trap up for him when he tried to do the first tour of the islands. He kind of tilted back and then kind of rolled him out of it. And then Jeff Cobb tried to counter it on the second attempt. And he was like, okay, I know what you're doing this time. But he got out of it and went to go for, of course, his finisher on Cobb. Cobb was going to put his weight down, and then he knew what was going to happen. And then he went down for the pin. He had like his finisher, but like a pin attempt. and he got him there. Like it's like Yoshihashi's smart as shit now. Like they mentioned it ever since he won the titles. He's been on like he hasn't like won like a lot, but he's been on a roll with putting on these great matches. He's very confident in himself. He's not afraid to go up against anybody. He's put a little bit of mass on.
Yeah.
And this was a big win for him. And I liked how at the end with Jeff Cobb getting mad, he kept looking at Great Khan, and Great Khan's like, he's like, woosah. And then he went, and then he just was like, oh my God, and then left.
That's one thing I do hate about this rule, that when your partner in crime is there in commentary, they can't get involved in a match at all to back you up. That's really fucked up. I hate to say that. I get it. I'm okay. It's a double-edged, but especially when it's a house of torture. But come on, man, your boy's there on commentary. He can't do nothing. Mm-hmm. He's especially this type of a matchup that involves a title. I mean, I don't know why they put that rule. I wouldn't put that rule. I wouldn't care.
And I'm sure you guys probably talked about it, but come on now, like. Coming into this tournament, my question was, what if the match went the full 15-minute time limit? How are you gonna determine the winner by coin flip?
We were talking about that. We were saying, is it a shoot coin flip or is it a work coin flip?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's going to happen at least once. I know.
Yeah, we were always saying, yeah.
Basically, I said that Zack Sabre Jr. will lose on a coin flip 110%. Whether it's to Finley or Yoshihashi, he will lose on a coin flip. Like, he won't take the loss. And I also said
it's going to be Yoshihashi. Watch.
That would make sense. And I also said the ultimate fuck you to Kenta would be Kenta losing in the finals on a coin flip. Would that be like any more of a Kenta thing?
Oh my God, that's definitely him. But like you had just like Zack Sabre Jr. He won the match with 5 seconds left, and then we had another match where we get into, I guess, afterwards, where 3 seconds to go before the time limit, and it's like, how are you gonna make these guys sweat it out on a coin flip? Like, of all things, at least like do like a vote or something like that. Something very creative. Not up. Let's flip a coin.
I mean, you don't want to do similar to Ring of Honor. Like, you don't want to do like the pure title rules. Have judges. Yeah. I think this is interesting because this is what gets us invested. I'm like, it's way different, and we want to know if it's a shoot or a work. That's what we want to know. Like. Word. I hope they show that fucking coin. They better show it. Like, look.
Yeah, they better show this shit like the NFL does. Like, they show both sides.
Yes.
Zack Sabre Jr. freaking out, losing to a coin toss. His promos are going to be fucking off the chart.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know what's going to happen? Toru Yanu's going to win by a coin flip, and then you're going to look at both coins, and it's going to have his face on both sides.
I can see it. Against Great Khan.
Yes.
Oh man, love it. Awesome. All right, let's get into the third night of this Battle Autumn, and of course, this is when we had Hiroki Goto versus Kenta. Another great matchup this is one picture that I found that there was a touching moment, and watching it, this is why I'm happy for the New Japan fans. Seeing Kenta doing this, I respect that.
That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome. Great. That is great to see, man. And I love the fact that everybody's holding their books, like, for him to do the too sweet. And I all right, he's blessing the book. Yes, I guess like you get your virtual autograph, I guess, or touch autograph, you call it, right? But I enjoyed it. I missed the part where Kenta bled. That's why hopefully you guys can help me. Let me know what part of the match. But I really enjoyed it. There's one, of course, the botch that Kenta was going for the go to sleep, and he missed it, and then he had to redo it again, and of course got to win. But I mean, I want to go to win, to be honest. But I think we needed to see Kenta now to be up there in that bracket. It's about time. We haven't, since the injury that he had from Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, we haven't seen him done much, and now being back a singles competitor in the tournament. But a great back and forth. I enjoyed Goto. Just seeing that, man, that go to sleep, man. I'm sorry, man. It's just fuck. I'm gonna put that picture of that. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Ow! Oh, Jason. No, that's a go to.
That's right on the chin.
Hanging his chin up there to dry, you know.
For real. It's nasty.
Yeah, man. But Bakley, take it away on this one, brother.
I really liked the beginning of the match where Kenta took off the corner of the side, whips Goto into it. The ref looks at him. He's like, "What? It fell off." And then you could hear because now we have the reactions, you could hear everybody laughing because of how he was acting. He was like, "It fell off. Not my fault," you know. Like, and then he whipped him again. And then that's how he was like, of course, the Boy Club dirty tactics of taking the sides off, winning at all costs. Like, I thought this was going to be a match that would go longer, go like almost 14 minutes. But this was probably one of the shortest matches of all 3 nights at 9 minutes. I believe this was the only one to go under 10 minutes, if I'm correct.
Let me double check. Yes, 9 minutes.
It was shorter. Yeah, it was on the shorter side.
And it was going back and forth for a little bit of the first half of it. I think the match really picked up and changed in Kenta's favor when he brought the chair in after he pushed Goto into the ref. And Goto was he took it. He was getting ready to hit him with it. He saw the ref there, and then he just threw it. And of course, how obvious are they going to get with the ref? Oh, the chair's in here. Let me go grab it. And then Kenta goes and low blows him. And that was the changing of the match to put him ahead. And then, just like you said, he attempts to go to sleep, misses it, and then gets it the second time and gets the victory. I see some of these like matchups that they have here, and I'm like, I don't want to say it felt like obvious of who was going to win. But I'm like, you can kind of tell with like New Japan a little bit where if guys seem like they're already in like a storyline that they're there, and just like we said, we wanted to see other guys in this. We talked off air how we wanted to see more of the younger guys in this tournament. Like some of these guys, like Alex Zane, put him in it. Like Yoshihashi, you know what? I'm fine with him being in it. Like Dave Finlay, he didn't really have anything going on after losing. But you got guys like Great Khan, Jeff Cobb, and whatnot that, you know, they're going after the tag titles. They called them out. And so it's like they're likely not going to have a long run in this. And Kenta probably will have a long run in it. I think David Finlay or Yoshihashi, I feel like they could. But it's like, I really like just the speed of the TV title matches with only being 15 minutes. You have to go, and I felt like Kenta knew that, and he tried to get that early start with the corner, and that's how he kind of took over from the start, hurting the back of Goto. You could tell how Goto was moving in the match. That he was going a little bit slower, and I don't remember when he bled, but I could definitely tell later in the match. I'm just shocked that it went so short. It only went 8-9 minutes.
Okay, interesting. De Niro.
This matchup was violent at parts, and I love that. You know, Kenta, he is not fit for this tournament, especially with them talking about this tournament is for like younger talent. But he's another guy that I don't mind just for the fact that Kenta is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Like I've been a huge fan of his for a long time. To be honest, the person who really got me into Japanese wrestling was Kenta in his Pro Wrestling Noah days, because like I saw Pro Wrestling Noah before I saw New Japan. I knew of New Japan, but I saw Pro Wrestling Noah before that, and Kenta was the guy. I saw a matchup with him and Takashi Morishima, and I was instantly hooked in Japanese wrestling. So I always loved Kenta, and I feel like now, like you said, Ivan, he's finally like kind of like getting back to form after coming back from the injury. We didn't see much from him. Like he had his moments in the G1, but we didn't see much coming out of him. He had that one match, I think that was like 2 minutes. He had the shorter matches. He added more comedy to it. So now this is like more of full form Kenta, and I love that we have that back. And, you know, he's very injury prone, unfortunately, at his age, and I hope that he could stay healthy. But I'm not mad at seeing Kenta win this, especially against Hirooki Goto, who I've been a big advocate for. You guys know that for a while. I've been always praising Goto. But I'm not mad at it. I love that GTS. That second one was fucking nasty. And I don't know, like just like you guys, I don't know when he started bleeding. I just remember seeing him fucking bleeding. So I don't know if what's called the spot was on camera or not, but yeah, he was busted open.
Yeah, I mean TK, take it away, brother. Did you see the part? Because we're all here like, what the fuck? Nope, I don't even know where the fuck he started bleeding.
I thought the same thing. I was like, when the fuck did that happen? That was random as shit. Like Moxley, like Mox getting thrown over a barricade and coming back fucking bleeding. Like, when did that happen? But I can't really say too much that you guys didn't say. The match was good. It was short. Like De Niro said, it was violent. I was surprised, like Bakley said, that it was so short, but the right guy won the match. I know we've talked about it. It's, you know, this tournament's supposed to be for younger guys. I look at the right side of the bracket, and I don't see anyone coming out of it other than Kenta. I think it's going to be Kenta versus Finley in the finals. I called it to start. I could very well see Kenta versus Yoshihashi, and it would be very fucking fucked up if they went this route. But Zack Sabre Jr. and Kenta have hella fucking chemistry between them, and they go back and forth on their matches. I don't think at all that's going to be the finals. I think it's Finley or Yoshihashi who win this thing, but Kenta's going to the finals, so I'm glad that he won this match.
Awesome. I'm happy.
I think he might not. I think I'm on my pick right now is Red Narita. I feel like he's gonna win the whole thing. Like I actually watched some of the of course the pre-matches before this, and him and of course Ishii going at it. They were going crazy in that match. Like they had to be held apart because the Ren Narita wasn't giving up an inch on Ishii in that, I think, 3-on-3 match. And
well, you remember those matches between Ishii and Shibata.
Yeah.
And Ren Narita reminds me a lot of Shibata, so I think that you're going to have that same energy.
He has that rage.
That's his long-lost bastard son. Let me tell you that.
His hornswoggle.
His hornswoggle.
And I feel like maybe Kenta loses next because I don't want to think that this is them just foreshadowing, but they just announced a couple hours ago that Kenta's going to be in action in New Zealand against Andrew Villalobos. There, I guess he's one of those New Zealand young lions, possibly. I think that's what he is. So they just announced that a couple hours ago. So I feel like maybe he might lose before the finals. And it depends because you sit the right side. I think Ren Narita is on the right side, I believe. So I feel like that could possibly be like a semifinal match.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Very, very good point. Mm-hmm. And now let's get into the main event for night 3, and that is, of course, my boy Sonata versus Taichi. Man, I've been saying this since we fucking started this show. These two guys are gonna end up fucking teaming with each other. It's gonna happen
already.
it's gonna happen. Eventually, Sonata's gonna leave. LIJ and Taichi's gonna walk out of Suzuki Gun, and they're gonna form their own tag team. Heck, I wouldn't be shocked if they are announced in the World Tag League as a team. I would be fucking shocked. But I'm saying right now, it could happen. But man, look at these guys. Come on,
Yo, that was hilarious, dude. I'm like, these guys are fucking doing push-ups right now.
Yeah, where's the rope? Because I'm being pulled somewhere, and I like it with these two. Just like I said before, this one went 3 seconds before the end of the match. They had 3 seconds left, and like I had to watch it in the Japanese commentary because they didn't put the English one out.
No, they didn't put it. Yeah,
no, they didn't. So it was very funny. It's like I'm trying to listen. I'm like, how much time's left? How much time's left? Because these guys were going at it just physically all match. I like that how at one point Sonata was out on the ring at this side of the ring, and then Taichi was on this side, and they were both down until they count 18, and they both had to rush in. They had plenty of time to get their moves in. I really loved when Taichi did the power bomb pin. I thought he was going to get there. It was like a last gasp effort. He got that. And then I was wondering here, like with the ref, Sonata had the Dragon Sleeper on, and it looked like Taichi was just out. It looked like he was out, and I'm like, oh shit, was that supposed to happen? Is he going to call him? and then he just drops him. He looks over, he just drops him. Maybe it was just him figuring out how much time was left in the match, and he just drops him, goes up and does the moonsault. And I'm like, I guess he's not out yet. And then he gets the pin with with 5 seconds left, and then he got 3 seconds and got the 3 count. But it's like they just went back and forth. I feel like the yin to the yang with these two guys, and you saw how much respect that they had with each other at the end. Yeah, sitting there and looking at each other, they're giving the back and forth talk, and then he goes, and then Taichi goes and reciprocates it, and then I just want to know what they were having to say, and I'm like,
man, this is where I wish I could learn how to speak Japanese, man. This is why.
Yeah,
damn, and Rosetta Stone, fuck, man, you're hard to learn.
And I'm just like, give me what I want. Just form a tag team already, because you've been teasing it for 3 months.
Give me what I want.
All right, you called it.
I was quick with it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Man, TK, take it away, my brother.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say that having to watch these matches with Japanese commentary is pretty fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm a hardcore. I only watch the Kevin Kelly stuff. But damn, like my buddy Gary said he only watches the Japanese commentary. And I kind of get it. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I hear names and words and moves. And I'm like, okay. And like when they're
always hype.
Yeah. Yes.
They're always hype. I love that shit.
Yeah. When they scream, I'm like, I'm into it. Like Kevin Kelly and Chris they're telling me the fucking story and I get it and I dig it. It's regular commentary. I fucking like this Japanese shit though. I might watch the next big show in Japanese commentary just to see if I feel it the way I'm feeling these quick matches. But you guys pretty much again you hit it on the head. I like how they used to have. I just said earlier, like Zack Sabre Jr. and Kenta have immense chemistry. These two, who just said, I think it was Ivan, the yin to the yang, dude. That's exactly what these two are. Fucking, I like how they were exchanging masks in the beginning of the match. And then everything they did in the match, Sonata hitting the 2 moonsaults was super dope. To me, though, the biggest story was after the match and Taichi challenging Kawada. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know who Kawada is, all right? I'm not the biggest Japanese wrestling buff. I just kind of got into New Japan. I'm not gonna lie. I got told everyone knows I got into New Japan because I heard of right there. Fuck yeah. I got into New Japan because of the Kenny Omega and Okada, and I heard about that match, and I said I need to watch, and I watched, and I said this shit's fucking awesome, and I've been watching ever since. But I didn't know who this guy was. But then Brett gave me a history lesson, and this guy apparently Kawada apparently is one of the biggest badasses of all time, and he trained Taichi in Sonata. So this like whole thing has got mad because that was like I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? And Brett's like, I haven't watched it. And I was like, well, fucking watch and tell me. And then he gave me the fucking story, and I was like, oh,
Kawada's the fucking man.
Yeah. So maybe Kawada puts these two guys together, or maybe Kawada fights Taichi. But either way,
I like that.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch. I gotta go to
Flanders. He just busted a William Regal over now. New Japan. What he just
I was gonna say that's like a William Regal with Bryan Danielson and John Moxley. Yeah,
I gotta watch the English commentary to see what Kevin Kelly and Chris have to say, and if they could give us a little in depth on what the back and forth was between the two of them, because of course we're hearing it in Japanese.
I'll tell you the translation. He said he asked him, so before you retire, before you go back to your restaurant, he told him, you want to go? You want to one more time? You and me, I challenge you one more time. So he's challenging, Takada. So he's challenging Kawada here. So I'm like, no, he's challenging one of the 4 pillars here. What the fuck? Why would he do that? But right now, Tim just hit it in the fucking head, man. This could be the way how you introduce him to the team.
I like it.
I like it.
I love it.
I love it.
Team Peck.
Oh my god, Team Peck. Yes. Oh my god. You hit it right off the park, man. TK. Fuck.
Kawada's the fucking man. Like still to this day, you ever see like when some of these wrestlers like they bring someone's head down and start kicking them? They call those Kawada kicks. Kawada has some of the hardest kicks in the fucking world. To be honest, like we were talking about Gunther's chops, like Kawada is the hardest kicker I've ever seen. I seen a match where it was Kawada versus Misawa. Go check out that match. Tokyo Dome, I believe it was like 1992 or whatever. Kawada Misawa in the Tokyo Dome. Insane, man. Like, these guys beat the shit out of each other. Like, I don't know how they both walked out after that.
Is that the kicks that Taichi was doing to Sonata where he bent his head down?
Brings his head down and starts kicking it. Yeah, that's the Kawada kicks.
Okay, gotcha.
Kawada kicks. Yo, it's even in the fucking WWE video game.
Yeah.
In the WWE video game, they call it Kawada kicks. Like,
No
that's
shit.
insane.
Damn.
Nice.
He's one of the four
No
pillars.
mercy.
One of the four pillars of All Japan. Him, Misawa, Kenta Kobashi. I forgot the last one. It was Misawa, Kawada, Kenta Kobashi, and there's one more.
It's
Baba.
Misawa, Kobashi, and Baba. No, it's
Baba was what's called.
Yeah, okay. So
He was the
Misawa,
owner.
Kobashi, Akira Tao, and Kawada.
Yeah. Tower, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. This matchup was fucking cool. I love the respect that's there. They show to each other. This is like the third or fourth time that we see them showing this type of respect to each other. And it's because of that reason. And because it was going long, I thought that early on, because that there's all this respect between them, because that they are like mirror images of each other and like just can match each other's energy. I feel like this would have been the perfect way to introduce the coin toss, just to show, hey, because they have that respect for each other and because they are on like the same page, they couldn't even beat each other. So that's why we have to go to a coin toss. I like the Sonata one, but I think that would have been a little cooler to introduce the coin toss here.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, do you agree with TK? What he said about?
TK's 100%. Like, I didn't even think about that, but that's a fucking brilliant way to do it. Like you say, it reminds me a lot of the William Regal with Moxley and Bryan Danielson from last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fucking awesome if that was the way that they brought these two together as a team. I said a couple weeks ago, I said that I could see both of them leaving their respective factions and forming a team and then possibly being in the World Tag League. But I like even better, since they were both trained by Kawada, to have Kawada be the one to bring them together. That is an amazing idea. TK, fucking book, please book New Japan. Fucking Gato can't book New Japan. Go book New Japan.
I've been begging Tony Khan to give me the pencil for that company. I'll book anywhere.
Well,
so
he's not going to give it.
I'll go book.
He's a little jealous that you guys have the same initials and you're better at it. So I think you have a better chance in New Japan.
That's fucking bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit.
TK, Tony Khan is fucking petty. Like, I would have gave it to you, but you got my initials, so fuck you.
Where do you think they have this match at? Do you think they have it at Battle Autumn?
Fuck that. I would wait until Wrestle Kingdom. You don't have someone like Kawada come out of retirement and not do that shit at the Dome. Kawada had classics at the Dome. Classics at the Dome.
I could see that, but I could also see them have at Battle Autumn have that to where they have a thing between Sonata and Taichi, and then maybe have Sonata and Taichi then with Kawada's influence tag with each other at World Tag League.
That'd be fucking dope,
that
dude.
Would be awesome.
But then I could also see them wait, like you said, and have it at Wrestle Kingdom.
Because if Kawada comes out of retirement, this is one of the biggest names in Japanese history. So I think that you gotta do that in front of the biggest audience that you have.
And then you go into the new year with the newly formed Sonata and Taichi.
Have them team up at New Year's Dash or something, because that's usually where you have the storylines that go into the future. So I would have that be the way you go into the next year.
Because Sonata and LIJ is fucking played out. I mean,
LIJ in general is played out.
Bigley, I love Sonata. I've always loved Sonata since day one. But that dude is third, fourth fiddle in that faction. He ain't fucking doing a goddamn thing. He ain't winning a title anytime soon.
I feel like Hiromu right now it doesn't fit in that group anymore.
No, he's doing nothing either, dude. No, both of them. Neither one of them are fucking doing a goddamn thing, dude.
You got Bushi.
Natty Daddy, what's up, stud?
You got Bushi. You got Bushi and Teton playing hide and seek with each other in tag team matches, and then you got. And then of course, you got the big guy Shingo playing Pop and Son with the El Phantasmo.
And Naito's doing well. Naito should win the U.S. title.
Yeah,
Naito should win that U.S. title. Let's be honest. If he doesn't, there would be, in my opinion, there's a problem.
But it's just like you said, Sonata's the only one that Rory doesn't have a storyline, and this is him having one that could kind of take him out of this. And then just like with Taichi, like I felt like the Dangerous Techers are a tag team, but I felt like they've been getting away from that with how much they've been focusing on Zack Sabre Jr. And this could be a way of pulling him out and then put a bigger focus on Zack Sabre Jr. as a single star now.
But see, this is another way too where you can pull off Zack Sabre Jr. away if fucking Tony Khan sends Bryan Danielson already, so they can start their fucking feud at Wrestle Kingdom already, so they can have it ready by then. Because this will be a perfect fit, and then you can literally have. Okay, let's say for example, it does happen, right? You know, Kawada gets challenged by Taichi. Let's say that Sonata comes out. No, it's not gonna happen. Then you see Kawada slapping him like how busting Rigo and to Brian and Mox, and then he signs them up to be in the World Tag League, and then from there it can start. While you can separate Zombre to be with Brian, and of course him and Sonata away from LIJ while they take care of their own stuff, because you got Hiromu busy with the junior heavyweight title tournament. You got Naito busy, of course, with Will Ospreay. Shingo busy with El Fantasmo. And of course, now Bushi has his partner El Titan right there.
Titan. Love that.
And now they're challenging, TJP and Akira for the junior, tag team titles coming up on November 5th. So I mean, it's there. I mean, it's bread in the pudding. So why the fuck not take away Sonata away from that and have him peacefully walk away, excluding himself away from LIJ, and team up with Taichi? And then we could say temporarily, and let's just give it. What about in the World Tag League? And then what can you say after that? Then they can say, you know what, we should become a team, and then have Kawada be their manager. It happened.
Yeah, this is random, but can we fucking get Great Muta versus Sonata on Great Muta's retirement tour? Because when the Great Muta started Wrestle 1, he passed the torch to Sonata as the next guy. Can we please?
Sonata.
You remember the Great Sonata? So
the main event of Bound for Glory in Tokyo, they were in it.
Yeah, I believe it was wasn't it Tajiri and the Great Muta versus James Storm and Sonata? Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I would love to see Sonata versus the Great Muta one last time on Great Muta's retirement tour. But I mean, if his future partner is going against the Legend of Kawada, then why can't Sonata go against the Great Muta?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Now the topic of the night. I mean, this is the one. Man, what the hell is going on here, gentlemen? I mean, Carl Anderson double booked. I mean, did he forget that he has a show on the same day defending his never openweight championship?
Unless there's a red-eyed jet waiting for him.
Does he have a twin? Does he have a twin we don't know about, like Elias?
I mean, this is where I want to know what is going on, and now we have, OC reunited again, and now they'll be. It was announced on Monday Night Raw that they'll be teaming up in a 6-man tag match against the Judgment Day on November 5th. And of course, that same day, you do have New Japan Battle Autumn, November 5th, the last one, which will be Carl Anderson, the Machine, defending the number one openweight championship versus Hikuleo. So unless, Deniro and I talked about it off air, this could be maybe where they strip him off the belt, or they make Anderson be the first matchup in either one of these events, depending on the time frame. Because if I'm trying to Google map it to see how far.
I just looked it up. It's 13 hours.
Yeah, Crown Jewel is at noon Eastern, whereas I believe Battle Autumn's at 4 or 5, and then ends at 8, and that's probably one of the last matches, I bet.
And so Saudi to Japan is a 13-hour flight. So
yeah, so it's
not going to happen.
Naturally, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible. But take it away, Deniro. Go ahead. Take it away.
I feel like, this is crazy because one, we were talking last night in the Instagram chat. We were saying they didn't officially say it was a 6-way. They said it was just the Judgment Day versus the OC. So I brought up the idea of maybe just doing Doc Gallows and AJ Styles versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Because if you remember the whole debacle in Saudi Arabia, Carl Anderson was very outspoken about never going to Saudi Arabia again after they got like left out there. They were like trapped out there. So I thought, all right, this would be a good opportunity for Carl Anderson to go do his duties in Japan and just have a tag team with DOC being just Doc and AJ. But now that they officially announced as a 6-man, now I'm fucking baffled because it's still on the New Japan site. If you look, it is still announced that's going to be Carl Anderson versus Hikuleo. So either you strip him of the title, which would suck, or you put him in that red-eye jet and you guys work together and fucking figure out how you're going to – it would have to be something like he's the first match of the New Japan show and the main event of Crown Jewel, though. So I don't see it happening at all. And I don't know. I just think that, unfortunately, Carl Anderson's going to get stripped of the title. That's it.
And if you're watching in the match when Hikuleo comes out, it's Hikuleo and Jado. I forget who they were facing a couple of days ago, but I just so happened to watch him come out, and you hear Kevin Kelly make the comment. He's like, "Oh, it's Hikuleo. He has a chance to win the never openweight title against the grifter Carl Anderson. He goes where the money is. He sniffs out the money, and then he's gone." Yeah. Referencing him leaving and going to WWE, and I'm just like, look at him referencing that. Maybe
they played off that on NXT tonight too.
I'm like, maybe they replace him in the match. Maybe somebody else gets it, and that's why I made the point a couple of days ago. If they're going to find a replacement to defend the belt for him, what better way than a guy with Crown Jewel in his name in Chase Owens? That's his nickname, the Crown Jewel.
That would be hilarious.
He's part of the Bullet Club, and then they can just pull it off as a funny thing because that's where Carl Anderson has to wrestle for WWE. Because I don't know if he's like they basically said that there were WWEs. I assume they're signed because that's how WWE rolls. And with
they're signed. Yeah.
They were never under New Japan contract.
And there's no way they're not doing this unless they're signed, dude. Not a chance.
It's not a year contract with New Japan. New Japan always with foreigners, they do the pay per tour where like if you're a tour there, like appearance wise, you do that tour, and then if they want to keep you there, they keep you. If not, then they'll be like, oh, we'll come back to you and bring you back maybe next tour or the tour after that, and that's how they work with the Gaijin or non-Japanese wrestlers. They do that with a lot of the talent. So of course him and Anderson aren't even under contract per se with New Japan. So it's like, and then you see the fact that he's not wrestling any of these matches leading up to the pay-per-view. Yeah, usually they might bring him on later on, but you got Hikuleo here. Maybe he's gonna find like I said, somebody else, because right now they're doing the 6-way, which wasn't even supposed to be the case, which is kind of funny. You look at maybe a happy accident. You had Kushida had the ears, nose, and mouth issue, so he gets taken out. Wato has to go take his place, and now he's in Wrestle Kingdom. They were supposed to have a 4-way. He gets taken out, and that's what creates this 3-on-3 match. And they created this issue. So maybe they're able to fix everything.
Yeah, I think it's just I think it's crazy personally. I was very excited when I found Carl Anderson in WWE, or found out Carl Anderson was in WWE, and then New Japan was retweeting it because I thought maybe there's a potential relationship there. When I saw that this was announced for Crown Jewel and then saw it was on 11/5 the same day, I was like, oh, man, he's totally just dicking them down. And I get it. I've never seen anybody more about the money since Kevin Nash as the Good Brothers. And you know what? Carl Anderson can say 50 times out of 50, I'll never go back to fucking Saudi Arabia. But if they're fucking throwing $300,000 at you to fucking go do one show or $50,000 or whatever, these guys are banking going over there. Let me tell you, they're gonna be banking. So whatever they're throwing at him, he's like, well, fuck it, I'll put my life in jeopardy for $50,000, and it is what it is. But I personally was hoping that he would wrestle and defend his title and fucking retain his title while being a WWE superstar. I thought that would open so many doors to a relationship between WWE and New Japan. But honestly, at this point, I don't think that's the case. I think the door is probably closed on this relationship that only we as fans fucking fictionalized. There was no fucking relationship. But the relationship that we fictionalized and hope that could be fucking happening, I don't think is happening. And I think he's not going to wrestle. And I think maybe the crown jewel Chase Owens would be a good replacement. And, you know, quite frankly, I don't know. I don't know what they should do in that case. And I think that they should probably start telling us what they're going to do with it and not keep the Carl Anderson thing, because we know, again, as fans, we can fictionalize WWE and New Japan working together all day, but we aren't stupid. We know he's supposed to be here and he's supposed to be here at the same time, and neither one of these are taped, so it ain't like Rick Rude showing up on both shows. As motherfucker, he's gonna be at one, he ain't gonna be at the other. So
that's a fact, man, for real. But I'll tell you this though, I mean, we still have a couple weeks before Crown Jewel and this Battle Autumn show, so it could be a situation where Judgment Day has like they jump the OC backstage, kayfabe injuring Carl Anderson, because I did read that WWE was going to allow Carl Anderson to fulfill his New Japan dates that he already signed
through
off
Wrestle Kingdom, and that's where
Wrestle Kingdom, yeah,
that's where we had thought that Tama would take the belt off of him at Wrestle Kingdom. And De Niro, I'm sorry to cut you off, but first and foremost, I meant to say this: why the fuck is Carl Anderson the never openweight champion in the fucking first place? You want to talk about breaking that pencil, Gato? Break that pencil. Why is this dude even champion in the first place? Get the fuck out of here on that.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I totally agree. But I'll tell you what, also, you know,
preach it.
You know, I don't want to spoil NXT for anyone who didn't watch NXT tonight, right? But all right, so Nakamura was on NXT tonight, and Booker T starts laying out all the IWGP titles that Nakamura won. Talk about his New Japan accolades, right? So even little things like that, you know, WWE would do that occasionally, but never too often. I feel like little things like that is still hinting that there still may be a partnership on the table. I know, like you said, like we fictionalized the partnership probably more than what it's actually on the table. But I still think that, you know, someone like Triple H would be the type to pull this off and work with other companies. And even by the mere mention, like Booker T did not mention that this guy's a former NXT champion coming to NXT. He says former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, the youngest IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He said G1 something. Like, so the thing is, like, he is definitely, you know, shouting out only his New Japan accolades. There was a little reference. I forgot what's his name? Corey Graves said. He said something about like singles and tag titles. These guys hold titles all over the world, like mentioning like, without saying the never openweight title for Carl Anderson last night on Raw. So, I mean, there could be something there. I don't want to like be grasping at straws here, but I feel like there might be something here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Carl Anderson's not at Crown Jewel, just because of him being very adamant he wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia, and because WWE's going to allow him to do his dates in Japan. I could see an injury angle or jumping backstage beforehand and make this like a handicap match or 2-on-2, like I said, with AJ and Doc versus Finn and Damian.
Or what if, and I didn't even think about this, I know he's off maybe doing an acting gig, but what if you're right? And what if Carl Anderson gets hurt and it's Edge that's the replacement, and it's Edge, AJ, and Doc against the Judgment Day? That would make a lot of sense, especially with Saudi wanting to see that big name in Edge.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I like that. That's very, very truly right. That could knock it off too. I mean, there's so many scenarios how they're able to go ahead and fix this dilemma. I mean, if it comes down to retaping this, like let's say for example, they have like a backstage, you know, street fight behind the backstage, they could probably do that. I mean, there's so many scenarios how they're able to get this resolved, and having Carl still continue his dates. I mean, I'm with De Niro. I don't see those doors closing between New Japan and WWE. If I were Papa H, get more invested, get more involved, step on TK's shoes. I've been saying it, and I said it 2 weeks ago, and I can keep on saying it. If Tony Khan does not fulfill his end of the bargain to Bushido and Gato, giving him his top stars to perform at Wrestle Kingdom, then those doors are going to be shut.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what New Japan will say, well, fuck you, Tony Khan. Hello, Triple H. Let's talk, baby.
And AEW's already working with Noah now. They announced that they're working with Pro Wrestling Noah. So
And these two companies are talking to each other. The way Jay White communicates about WWE on Twitter lately, and Bakley, I know you saw this. I know you saw what he did. Tell me how did Finn introduce it? What did he say? It was too sweet.
Yeah.
He went Jay White on that shit. Yes, he did. So, I mean, you're right. Little cues, little things here and there for sure.
And I mean, if worse comes to worse, send Hikuleo to Saudi Arabia and have Carl Anderson do double duties. I was joking around. I was like, replace Hikuleo with with Dominic Mysterio and have that as the sixth man.
I hope the doors does open for them, and I hope the relationship does work out. And because you know what, another thing too, you guys brought up Nakamura. Don't be surprised if we see Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom.
I would get Flanders all fucking day for that.
All right, I'll do it. Fine. Here we go. Okay, where are you then, Nettie? Yes, we will net Flanders that shit.
Love
it.
Man,
and if you remember, like a year ago when there was talks that there might be a partnership between WWE and New Japan, it was Nick Khan who was really trying to facilitate that partnership between them. Nick Khan is now the CEO of the WWE. So I think that, he might still have that dream to work with New Japan. I don't know. I feel like there is a strong possibility that we may see little baby steps for the next couple months, like real small baby steps. But I could see it heating up by next year. We could see a possible partnership. And I think it's going to be more on the NXT side, though. I don't think it's going to be too much on the main roster side. The main roster side, you have too many casual fans who will be absolutely lost if you bring in New Japan guys. Look how lost a lot of the AEW fans were, and AEW fans are supposed to be like smart marks. So I feel like the NXT side will be more better to have New Japan talents there because it will be appreciated a lot more by that.
And I think you're right, De Niro, especially with Kyrie Sane probably being the one to win the IWGP Women's Championship. Yeah. Triple H and Kyrie have that relationship. Triple H wanted to send Kyrie over to start the WWE NXT Japan thing. Yeah. So really, when you think about her being the she will be the IWGP Women's Champion. When you put her there with Triple H, you're talking me into this relationship, and I'm fucking all for it, baby. I'm all for it.
Oh man, I'm with it. I'm me too, man. I'm with it. I cannot wait, man. I really cannot wait to see what's going to happen with this double booking, how they book us. We'll be keeping an eye on that for sure. All right. You know what? Before we call it out here, but let's go back to the bracket updates. So there's the updates, basically. So today, obviously, there's nothing today happening. It's still just regular 8-man, 6-man right now going on the tour. We're not going to see anything until the first round, October 26th. You have Ren Narita and Tomohiro Ishii, and then Great Okan versus Toru Yano. You're going to have that going on. And then the following days when you have the second rounds, which you have Finley versus Ex-Hombre, Yoshihashi versus Evil, Sonata versus Kenta. So, man, all right. So TK, you already called that you're gonna have Finley win this by the coin toss. So that's your prediction on this one. The coin. Ooh, man, I would remember that. That's for sure. And what about this? So who do you got on Hashi and Evil? I know you want Hashi. Tell me you want Hashi.
Yeah, well, so it'll go two ways. I think it's going to be Finley versus Evil for sure. You know what's fucked up now? A lot of people, Bakley and Brett, they think that Ren Narita is going to be the guy, which makes 110% like fucking sense. Like it makes so much sense. I think the way they push Finley and Yoshihashi though, like I feel like Ren Narita is like, remember I said Yoshihashi, Finley. I think Ren Narita is still down here. These two guys still haven't been rewarded with belts. Like, how are you going to reward Ren Narita when you haven't rewarded Yoshihashi? I guess he got the tag belts and the trios belt, but Finley ain't got shit. So I feel like you got to give Hashi and Finley something before Narita. But yeah, I got Finley beating ZSJ with a coin toss. Evil's going to cheat and beat fucking Yoshihashi. Finley will beat Evil to go to the semifinals. On the other side, it'll be Great Okan over Yano. It'll be Ren Narita. Ren Narita will beat Great Okan. Kenta will beat Sonata. Kenta will beat Ren Narita. So Ren Narita gets a good rub going to the quarterfinals. Kenta versus Finley. Finley wins the belt. I'm sticking with it.
Oh, all right. I fucking love it. Hell yeah. All right. Dan, I want to hear your pick, man. Give us your pick.
Well, I think I told you I think Red Narita is going to win the whole thing.
So you said the whole thing. The whole
yeah,
thing.
I think the whole thing. I think it's going to be
fair.
a shocking thing. What better way to have him debut and then to get people watching than to have a guy, Shibata's son, win the belt? But I think, if you put it back up there, I think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to beat Finley. Because I feel like he might go to the finals. I feel like or close to it. I got Yoshihashi beating Evil, and then that's why I think Zack Sabre Jr. beats Yoshihashi in the semis. I got Sonata losing to Kenta. I got Narita beating Ishii, Great Khan beating Yano. Then I got Ren Narita beating Okan. And then I got Narita beating Kenta. And then I got Narita beating Zack Sabre Jr. in the final.
Man, all right.
Damn.
Juicy.
I like that. All right. Very, very juicy. That's right. De Niro.
All right, I got Evil winning it all the way. Nah.
Oh, hell! Wait.
You son of a bitch.
I cannot believe this shit.
Damn, you playing them all on me.
They all going.
Oh, you
Nah,
said Evil. Man.
All right, so starting out with the last first round matches, I see Narita beating Ishii, and I could see Tauriano beating Great Okan because Okan and Jeff Cobb are going to go for those tag titles. Second round, I see David Finlay beating Zack Sabre Jr., whether that's by coin toss or not. Earlier in the night, I said that I think David Finlay is going to win this whole thing. But to get there, I see Yoshihashi definitely beating Evil for sure. Fuck Evil. Sorry. I see Kenta beating Sonata, and I see Narita beating Tauriano. Then David Finlay beats Yoshihashi. Then I would have Kenta beat Narita. And then the main event would be Kenta versus David Finlay for the title. And David Finlay wins it all the way.
My man, De Niro. We fucking eye to eye, baby.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Tell me, man. We right here, bro. But also, I think that it would be very important, though, to have Kenta beat Ren Narita. Just because if you remember the relationship between Kenta and Shibata and the relationship between Narita and Shibata, you could further that storyline.
Yes.
Wrestle Kingdom. You're calling
Wrestle Kingdom, Kenta versus Shibata. I'm calling it.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I just saw that the finals of this is at Wrestle Kingdom. I did not know that until I just saw this.
Yeah.
So you can't have Kenta and Shibata.
Oh no, that's right. No, that's right. That's right.
Why do you think I have Zack Sabre Jr. and Narita, where Zack Sabre Jr. has unfinished business with the Shibata?
Oh, God, guys, this is also juicy. So many options.
You could put Shibata in there with the young lion. I'm going to fucking be excited for it. Like, I just want to see Shibata back. So I don't care if it has anything to do with Shibata in this tournament or not.
You could have Shibata and Ren Narita, and you go Shibata versus Shibata. Like, he fucking, that's
it's like Undertaker versus Undertaker from 94.
Yeah.
Black trunks, white trunks.
Yeah. It's like the two doinks at WrestleMania 9. They were like,
that was awesome.
This is a tough one, man. This is a fucking tough call for me. I do have Finlay go all the way to the finals. I see him defeat. You know what? I'm gonna go with your prediction here, TK. I think this is gonna be the first ever, the coin toss here flip. I think David will win that one. I think Finlay will advance. That's for sure. I hate to fucking say it, but nah, fuck that. You know what? I want Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi versus Finley. I want that. I'd rather have that in the semi. Fuck yeah, I would. That's a great fucking semi event, event right there. What the hell with that? No Evil. Tired of Evil. Sonata Kenta. I love Sonata. Please, wait, what did you say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
He made you blush?
No, I said Evil needs to be blessed.
Okay.
That makes me blush.
I thought
You're ruining my image here.
I know you shaved your facial hair, but
Oh no, it's growing back. Slowly, it's growing back.
Slow. I feel like the Lone Ranger down here. Everybody's going David Finley, and I'm like, nope, he's going to lose right now.
I got Kenta going over. I think Kenta's going to go over Sonata. I think Taichi somehow is going to get involved in this one. I have a bad feeling that Taichi's going to get involved in this one somehow, causing the matchup. By accident, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. I think that's where the build-up for their relationship as a team could start from here. You never know. I see Ren Narita. Ishii, we said it last time when his last appearance in the G1 should be his last. I think he should be just like Nagata and everybody else. Put the young lions over, man. Your time is done, man. You paid your dues. You had a hell of a fucking run. Never open weight champion. You did a great job. So Narita, I see Narita is going to be a big upset for Narita. To be honest, it's going to be insane if he gets that Shibata fucking plex on him, that belly to belly pin. So I'll be surprised. You know what? I'm gonna say this might be a coin toss. I think this could be another coin toss too, between Great O'Connor and Toriano. Something tells me we could see a coin toss in this one.
Yeah, it makes sense, especially with the two
you got the Val Venus of New Japan versus Sonic the Clown of New Japan.
You can flip the coin, have Yano win the coin, and then that's how you put Narita over to the semis by having him beat Yano.
Exactly, and then you're gonna have Kenta and Narita. I see Narita going over Finley, Narita, and I'm gonna have to say Finley wins it. I think it's too soon for Narita. Too soon for Narita, man. It'll be great for him to be in the finals. I mean, shit. The kid is like, we all been saying he's Shibata number 2.
Here's the question though: how does Finley beat Zack Sabre Jr.? Because I feel like if you
coin toss.
If you do the coin, if you do the coin toss for Yano and Great O'Con, I don't think they're going to do a coin toss twice. I feel like they're going to do it once.
See, I don't think so. I think Great O'Con gets the win for the United Empire since Hanari and Jeff Cobb both lost. I think United Empire needs at least one win. So Great O'Con wins that first match, and then Ren Narita will beat him in the second round, and then Ren Narita will get to the semis, thus having a nice tournament. Like he got to the semis, didn't quite win, but it elevates him because he beat Ishii and Great O'Con clean. So like you're like, oh damn, look at this Ren Narita guy moving fucking up the chains. That's just my thought. And then you use the coin toss on a big match like Zack Sabre, like ZSJ ain't losing. And if he does, it'll be fluky. But again, he shouldn't even have been in this tournament in the first place. He's way too elevated. Like he's a big star. This is an undercard tournament. Like ZSJ shouldn't be in this shit.
That's where a coin flip could protect him if he did lose because of that, because he wouldn't get pinned. He just luck of the coin.
That's why I was saying it earlier, dude. I was like, that's a fucking perfect way to have ZSJ lose. Coin flip it up.
It'll be funny if Toriano makes it all the way to the finals because he keeps going to coin tosses and keeps winning the coin toss.
Bro,
that'll be amazing.
Bro, that's entertaining as fuck if they do that shit. Yes,
it is the TV title.
Exactly.
The R-Truth title. Sense. Do it up, baby. Do it
up. I mean, so now we got to remember this. We got our picks, and of course, we're going to remember how it's going to happen. That's for sure when we watch this.
Speaking of Batista, I walk alone.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. But hey, I'll be shocked that you actually got it right. I'll be shocked. You did get it right on the blocks from the G1. So let's see on this.
I mean,
yep. He's the only one I know that called Tama. He's the only one I know that called that.
He's the only one, yeah.
Bro, I suck. I call Sonata. Like,
bro, no. God damn it, De Niro. We here because you know who I call. I call Sonata.
Yo, he just came back. I was like, this is his time. This is his moment.
Nope. No, he got like 3 wins.
Yeah,
and I wanted him to win, but like that was my heart. I think I was going with this with Tama with the whole Jay White thing.
Smart.
I was torn.
You booked that well. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh man, you did. And then, of course, during that week, we're gonna have this one coming up this Sunday: the Never Openweight 6-man tag team titles. Of course, the House of Torture against. It's hard for me to see fucking Tanahashi involved in this type of matchup. I'm not really. I don't know. It's new to me, but in a way, I'm happy for Taguchi because at least he's out of the damn junior heavyweight division. He's doing something different.
Taguchi shaved his face, dude. He is babyface Taguchi. Yeah. I was like, wow, look at you, Taguchi.
what? I mean, are we gonna see a new Never Open 6-man champions here? I mean, shit. What do you think, TK?
No, House of Torture all day. They're gonna fucking push shenanigans. Taguchi's gonna eat the pin for sure, dude. That's what's going down.
They're gonna neutralize Hikuleo.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason why House of Torture is going to win is because I do see Hikuleo winning that Never Openweight champion, and I don't see him being a double champion so soon into his babyface turn.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. That makes sense. What about you, Bake? Do you feel the same way?
No, I'm the same thing. I feel like they're going to neutralize Hikuleo, keep the titles. It'd just be very odd for them to win them with that very odd combo. And I think it's just a match that got put together because of the Master Wado going into the junior heavyweight 4-way match at Wrestle Kingdom. So
yeah,
it gives these guys something to do. I think Hikuleo does win, even though it leaves Tamba Tonga with less options to go for a title. So it makes me, and then Tonga Loa, it's hurt. So he's not going to do the World Tag League. So it makes me feel like, where's that leave Tama Tonga now? He just had this great G1. He just challenged for the title, had a good match there. Where is he?
That's the problem with New Japan booking. When that happens a lot, where you see someone finally make their way up the card, and then they have the world title match, lose the world title match, and then they're back down to wherever they were beforehand. They don't stay elevated.
It's not just New Japan, brother. It's
no.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's verbatim, literally all these wrestling companies, dude. Elevate, get the title match, they back down, fucking mid card, low card. That's just how it is. Sadly, we're watching the big dog do it for fucking 2 years now.
I know, man. Fuck, man. I'm telling you. But man, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We had a great, fantastic, and just such good
such good shit.
Good shit of pro wrestling. And of course, if you did not catch it for us, sports.com, catch it, the replay as TK at just in time talk about AEW recap of Dynamite, which we'll be talking about that tomorrow episode.
That's a great recap too.
Thanks, bro. Yes. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
I caught on right after I got off the subway. I'm like, I gotta catch my boy. I don't get signal in the fucking subway. I'm like, shit, not here in LA. I don't get the signal. That's the unfortunate. But man, I appreciate you, TK, mi hermano, my brother. Love you, man. I appreciate you for coming in today. And obviously, we hopefully get you back here so we can talk about the second round because this TV tournament has been a hell of a banger. I've been enjoying it, and I hope everybody has been enjoying it. And of course, let the people know once again, even though the description is right below. But I want you to tell them where can they find the banger of podcasting.
First and foremost, as always, I want to say thank you so much for having me on. You three kick ass on this show every single week. I didn't know you had guests. I saw my boy, my brother, Brett on the show last week. I told Bakley today, I was like, the wife's working late tonight. Get me on with you guys. And then this motherfucker doesn't even show up till halfway through the show. But
yeah, just call me Rocky Romero.
But I can't thank you guys enough for having me on. I had an absolute blast talking New Japan. Love it. Don't get to do it enough. Ivan, you're the best. De Niro, fucking, I love you. Bakley, you know how I feel about you. I love you so much. Love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on the show. As always, the Wrestling Index podcast. You can find it on all major audio platforms, the Visionary Global Media Network, Floor Sniper Sports, and FloorSniperSports.com. FloorSniperSports.com, NFL, fantasy football, and of course, wrestling. Plenty of podcasts, mad entertainment. Check it the fuck out. We just dropped our top 25 NBA players going into this season. There's so much goddamn good content on there. FloorSniperSports.com. Check it out. Ivan, De Niro, Bakley, I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Awesome.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, baby. The banger podcast in my ear. Bangers after banger after banger.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for that fucking Crown Jewel watch along on this network. Can't fucking wait, baby.
Yeah. Breaking news! Circle
my bad. My bad.
I unfortunately won't be able to make that one either.
You did it, my brother. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll be having, alongside with my brother here, TK, and of course the tribal chief of podcasting, Devin himself. We will be doing a watch along for the first time here on Circle Debate. Poppy Circle Debate Cherry for a watch along the channel. So I'm going to be joined by my family, TK, and of course Devin. And you're welcome, Bakley, to join us if you want to be.
I want to be there so badly.
I know, but don't worry, we're going to have another one.
It's my son's birthday. Can't miss that for sure.
Oh shit! Yeah. Happy birthday, little De Niro.
I mean, I could give him the birthday gift of being on the watch along, but I don't know if my fiance is probably not gonna like that.
Yeah.
If this watch along can top the last one, things are gonna get crazy.
They say they always get better, so you know.
Well, I'll definitely be at the Survivor Series one.
Oh yeah, you can't wait for the Survivor Series, but yes, we will be doing that here on the COD channel along with my family here. I'm looking forward. I'm excited because that's the breakfast of champs right there. I know I'm gonna get yelled at for it, but hey, it's 9 in the morning my time. But hey, why not? A nice tall boy will not hurt to keep the doctor away. So there you go.
That's right. That's right, baby.
That's right. Bakley, let the people know where can they find the IQ that Gator wish he could have.
You can find me on Twitter at CageIQ. You can find me on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube under Cage My IQ. I got a few interviews that I've got booked over the next couple of weeks. Tim segued into one of them saying the crown jewel because we're on a New Japan show right now, and I had the pleasure of interviewing in a couple of weeks their crown jewel. Of course, Chase Owens in a couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's right. I am looking forward for that. Absolutely, I am, brother. I cannot wait,
man. That's very exciting.
It's a big get.
Woo. That deserves a for you.
Dan is out here making moves, man.
He's not making moves, but he's making moves, man. He's making a hell of a moves. But yes, De Niro, let the people know where can they catch us, man.
Right here on the Circle Debate YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button for new content almost every fucking day. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you got the Wrestling Delorean Podcast. Every Tuesday, you have here the New Japan show. Every Wednesday night, you have the MMA show. Every Thursday, you got the flagship show. And then every Friday, you have top 5. But I don't know if it was already announced yet, but the show, the flagship show, is actually going to be tomorrow night because AEW was on tonight. So a little change in the programming, but after next week, it'll go all back to normal. So we're going to be doing the flagship show, episode 124, tomorrow night here on the Circle Debate. And stay tuned for more interviews coming out. We just put out the interview I had with Lucas Riley for PCW Ultra Set in Stone this Friday. We're going to do a lot of cool shit on this show. A lot of new stuff is coming, and we're very excited for it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, make sure you hit the subscribe button for Floor Slapper Sports and the Wrestling Index and Cage My IQ. You know what I mean? We love you guys. We appreciate you guys coming on. So definitely want to show support.
Absolutely.
My man.
Absolutely. We got a lot more coming. Spoiler alert. We cover a lot of New Japan, WWE, AEW, but we're going to probably add one more to it. So stay tuned because I'm talking about Impact. They never get loved. So we might be having a flagship show for Impact, so stay tuned for that. We're on the works for that. Spoiler alert. And yes, how De Niro said it. If you did not catch the Lucas Riley, conversation that De Niro had, it was fantastic. Go ahead and go back to our channel. Catch it on. Tomorrow, you'll be seeing Matt Vandergriff, the aerial chemist, as well. Will be on the show. That'll be released tomorrow morning. And also, as well, our episode 124, Thursday, the MMA episode for UFC 280, Oliver Rakovic, which Dan Bakley will be there alongside defending his Tapology World title. So that's the one that we're going to be on. And on Friday, we will be doing our PCW Ultra predictions matchups, which I'll be live in person over there at the show, while De Niro's going to be taking over producing and executive producer as well on that Friday.
And all that stuff.
I gotta be on my phone. I'm like, okay, yeah. So yes.
Hell yeah.
So
you guys are fucking balling on this network. Balling.
I appreciate that. Also, I got one more thing. I forgot. We have a special edition of the Wrestling Delorean podcast on Thursday as well, where we'll be interviewing the owner of New Wave Wrestling, who has a show coming up this weekend. That'll be a Dirty DeLorean interview with my boy Kofi Wheatston from the Dirty Heels. So a lot of content. What was that? A lot of this.
My man.
A lot of us.
I love the Dirty DeLoreans. That's a fucking nasty name, dude. I
appreciate it.
Hell yeah. You guys do good shit.
We have a lot of interviews coming up because there's a lot of independent companies who saw the shit we did last week with Pop-Up Wrestling, and they want to do a little showcase for them. So they asked Kofi and me to showcase them. So hopefully this becomes a regular thing for sure.
Oh yeah, good shit, bro. Good shit.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And one last thing, of course, ladies and gentlemen, and also for all of our audio platform listeners, make sure, especially y'all men, not only just women, but men, make sure to purchase all your incredible items at manscaped.com. Enter the code DeLorean for 20% off. You got to make sure, gentlemen, keep that balls nice and clean. Make sure they smell nice because, I don't want to go too much TVMA, even though we're too much TVMA, but come on, the ladies wants their one stat down there to be spent.
Ivan, I'm not gonna lie. I used the weed whacker this morning, dude. It's a fucking great tool, dude. It's a fucking incredible.
It does exactly what you need to do.
You don't gotta worry about getting your balls cut, dude. You shave around the peripherals, dude. Keeps it nice and clean. Makes
waterproof.
Makes your hog look bigger, dude. All of those fucking things. Get Manscaped, 20% off. DeLorean. Use it.
That is
appreciate it. Couldn't say it better myself. Perfect.
Wonderful. That is.
I appreciate it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a studios one I can see here with my family, Mike De Niro, Tim King, Dan Bakley, letting you guys know that the Wrestling Index, Wrestling DeLorean, Cage My IQ, Circle Debate, the Wolfpack, the League, we all just don't do podcasting. We all fucking make history.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes!